We're back again on Q's TV. Brian Higgins here, getting ready for the 2015 lacrosse season. We got Kevin Rice, another preseason first-team All-American. Kev, congratulations. And what are your expectations here coming into your senior season?
Expectations are high. I think we bring back a bunch of the team from last year and guys in key roles and some younger players who played well last year, and I think will step up and be even bigger players for us this year. So, especially being a senior, it's pretty much championship or bust at this point.
I'd say a bunch of the team, at least at your position, is an understatement because all three starting attackmen are back with Dylan Donahue and Brandy Stotts out there with you. How can that group really grow this year as you sort of figured out each other by the end of last season?
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. We had a full fall ball to play together. Last year we only had the 2 weeks of preseason with Randy, and at that time he was playing midfield primarily. So, he sort of got thrown in before the Maryland game last year, and we had 2 practices to try and figure out how me, him, and Dylan would work together. So I think just that time, by the end of last year, I thought it showed on the field too that we had sort of figured out the way we each like to play, and we sort of played to our strengths. And with the whole fall behind us, I think we'll be able to take off running.
As a unit, you guys came together really interestingly because it seems you all have just slightly different strengths, which must work well for you guys.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're all sort of multifaceted, but I think we all do some things better than the others. And depending on the game, I saw last year with Randy, especially 2 or 3 games where he just exploded and really carried us through it. And I think there's situations like that where Dylan will step up and really control the game, or I will, or Randy will. And I think it says something also that we're all unselfish enough to, hand the reins to the guy who's got the hot hand and can help us through a game.
All right, that's the attack. You did lose some guys at midfield. We need the scouting report, too. Who's on the Kevin Rice watch list of new guys we need to watch out for in midfield?
Well, the midfield is still, the lines have yet to be defined, and there's a group of guys who are certainly going to see playing time. And, I think guys that we need to have step up and have looked great in the fall, guys like Nick Weston, who played a lot last year, and Hayes McGinley, who played well in the fall last year but was injured for the spring. And, a guy like Sergio Salcido, who saw some time on the wing last year, has looked great playing offensive midi this fall. So I think, young guys like that are really going to help solidify the back end of that second midfield line. And, a transfer in Tim Barber was, very special this fall, playing attack with us in the games when Randy couldn't. And, I think you'll see him primarily at midfield, and he can do some things up there. So we're excited about what he can do as well.
Yeah, he was the offensive player of the year at the junior college level at OCC last year. One name you didn't mention is number 22, Jordan Evans, who was banged up last year. He sounds like he's ready to go, and he must be ready to rip and roar out there with you guys.
Yeah, I didn't mention Jordan because, through the fall we've it's been firmly established that Jordan's here and he's going to play well this year, So, he's not a guy that we're saying needs to step up. We're saying he's a guy that has stepped up, and we're excited to see what he's going to do in the spring. You see him on the first line midfield and, really quarterbacking that group and, helping us out and me behind with some of the feeding responsibilities. And I think you'll see a big season out of him.
And you guys go against the defense, obviously, in practice. Give us a scouting report of that side of the ball this year.
I think they look strong. We're much deeper at short stick D-midi than we were last year. We've got 4 or 5 guys who, we have full confidence in going out there. And obviously Tom Grimm leads that group well with his vocal leadership. And, the close defense, obviously Brandon is a great cover guy, and Sean is a great slider and communicator. And, that third spot is, someone's going to step up. And, right now Jay McDermott's been playing that spot, and he's been doing a great job. So, we have all confidence with, whoever ends up winning that spot that, they'll be a great player as well.
And lastly, let me go back to where you started. You said championship or bust. How much does that drive you guys this year?
Oh, a ton. Last year, that disappointment in the Bryant game, can't be overstated because, the team we had last year I thought was more talented than the team that went to the title game the year before that. And it just didn't come together for us on that night. And, it's something that I know drives everyone who is on that field. And, the young guys, we've been preaching to them that you're not sure when you'll get your next shot. So make sure you put all you have into this team. And for the seniors, it's this or it's over. So, you want to take that ring with you when you leave here.
All right, Kev, looking forward to it, man.
Thank you.